So, yo, we are live back again at the Break Room Podcast. You know, it's been a week. You know, we dropped the episode, so we're back. What's been going on this week? There's been a lot of stuff going on for real. Like a bunch of small things. I don't even know where to start. Like just thinking about it, but. This week, you know, we back again solo. There's gonna be guests coming. I know people are DMing and messaging about people they want to see on, people they want to be on. Like, just, you know, everything's coming into place. So I just need y'all to be patient. But like I was saying, what's been going on this week? There was a comedian called, I don't know the name. I know that's kind of bad because I know he's kind of a legend in the comedian game or whatever. I'm not big on like comedy. I know about like Bernie Mac. Basically, that's about it. You know, obviously I know names, but I don't follow comedians too tough. But anyways, he came out and he was speaking about Lizzo, and he was like, basically, it was so crazy that the whole way it comes up in it. So they was asked about, I can't remember what it was asked, but it had nothing to do with what he said. So basically, he was asked a question about Lizzo, and then he switched the whole answer and was like, yeah, but Lizzo, she basically looks like the shit emoji on your iPhone. And then he's like, yeah, but you know, like girls are also fake. They're like body, like yes, girls. Like, you know how girls are, and like always like hyping up their friends. But then he's like, if you're real friends, you tell her to get in the gym. And he basically just going on and on and on about her weight, and it's like, it gets obviously because we have our own group chat, so it gets sent there, and then people say their opinion. And my opinion on it basically is like, oh, why does dude even care? First of all, like, bro, like. To put into context, there's probably going to be a picture of him behind me that y'all see. Dude is like, he's not skinny, like he's definitely not in good shape himself, and you can see like just from how dude is talking, like he's not in good shape. Obviously never like assume and stuff, but we can see, we're going to assume here on this podcast, we assume he's not in good shape. So he's on there talking crazy about Lizzo, and Lizzo's just like, when you see Lizzo, like, just, you can have your opinion on her and on music or whatever, it's very clear to see, like, she's kind of like an NFL player in the sense of people her size are not supposed to be able to move the way she moves, so you can see she's healthy, like, it's not nothing. And the girl clearly don't bother nobody. She literally just be minding her own business, going about how she go about stuff, and then y'all just, people's always just on her, people's always trying to say something about her, always trying to do something about her. She's really just always minding her business. So I don't know, dude came out, he's just moving all crazy, like all trying to say shit like, why she like this, like, and then he comes out, he drops the second video, and I think on the second video he was just like, yeah, well, y'all can't talk nothing about me, like, I'm handsome, I'm this, and it's like, bro, like, all of this came, I'm pretty sure, from music. Like, they asked him, like, what do you think of Lizzo's music? And it's like, me personally, I feel like, because he is fat, like, you can clearly, obese even, just from what you see in it. And it was just my opinion that basically a lot of fat people are mad at other fat people, because I feel like people like Lizzo are the exception, but that's like 15%. The other 85% aren't too happy that they're fat, and because they're not too happy that they're fat, and then when they see other people that are fat living their best lives, not bothered about being fat, or at least making it seem like that, like Lizzo does, literally loves her body, all that. To other fat people that can't seem that happy with their body, they get mad at that. That's just my opinion. It's like, just from, and you can see that from him, like, he's clearly pressed about the fact that she's fat, and no one's really cared about it. Like, I don't know, he was kind of pushing it like, oh, like, she needs to be losing weight, and it's like, the girl's cool. Like, I don't know why he was tripping over it, and that's what I'm saying, like, fat people don't like seeing other fat people live their best life, because it's like, why are you happy and I'm not? That's just my opinion. I'm not no psychologist in it, but that's just my opinion on the thing. But what else has been going on this week? Obviously, you see Blueface and his girl, and I don't know, we're gonna keep on this entertainment, because there's been a lot that's been going on in entertainment. So Blueface and his girl, I don't know if this was like Sunday, Saturday. And I feel like the day before it came out that she got arrested, I don't know what happened too tough with the arrest or what happened, but basically you start seeing videos of the girl and she's just like, she was on like, I think it was The Challenge or something like that, like a show like that, or one of them shows like years ago. And you see her and it's like someone quoted it on Twitter and I was like, this girl, like Blueface literally changed her life or something like that. And you can see it. I'm just trying to put out this question to y'all, like, what kind of love do y'all be in that make y'all act crazy like this? Because the girl was literally like, she's one of the most athletic girls they're probably gonna see. Like, there was a video of her running too, like they were playing flag football or something like this, and you see her cut, and she's like prime Saquon, like rookie year Saquon, and it's like, bro, like, how do you go from that to she got tattoos over her face, on her neck and everything of dude, and it's like, I don't know what kind of love y'all be in, but I don't know, keep that type of love. I don't know how people find that attractive, because it's like, the dude clearly don't treat her right. I think there was one time, this all happened in like the same couple hours. There was a video posted and he's ripped out a piece of her hair. First of all, is that not abusive? But that's not my business, isn't it? That's cool with them. He's ripped out a piece of her hair and she's taking his phone now, and he's chased her down, and then chasing her down to get her phone back, he's broken down the bathroom door. I'm like, I've had someone take my phone and I've chased them, not like that, but I've chased them, you know, like playfully, but like, get my phone back. But I wouldn't break down the door, so I don't know what he's hiding on his phone. That's up to him, innit? But it's like, bro, like, it's the same with, do you see it with hella couples like nowadays, like Moneybag and, what's the name, Aries? I don't even know what happened for real, but then last night you see like, she's getting sued for a Lambo truck that he bought her. And it's like, bro, all these relationships that y'all be in, that y'all be glamorizing, because the thing is not that people are in these relationships, like, y'all be glamorizing them as like a real crazy relationship, and it's like, bro, like, y'all really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So I'm saying, like, let's just like keep the glamorization and like of trying to hype up a relationship to like the minimum, because we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. But what else has been happening? There's been a lot going on with music that I did want to touch on. Quavo, Offset, the Migos, basically Quavo, Offset, Takeoff. So basically what had happened was, from what my understanding is, basically dude Offset has decided to break away from the group. Like, obviously when that first came out, a bunch of people think it's a publicity stunt, and dude has basically broke away from the group. And then Quavo and Takeoff, they've become a duo. They didn't break, they're still together, like they're still rocking with each other. Offset has now tried to start a solo career, and he's saying that he's been blackballed by QC, which is the leader of Quality Control. I'm saying it's a bit fucked up, because, bro, like, Migos kind of made QC, from me personally and from a lot of people I've spoke to, QC kind of came from Migos. It's like, why would you want to hold it? If a guy's done so much for you, like, you don't want to just give him his solo career, like he's saying he's been blackballed. And I think one corny thing that they did was, QC made a video with Lil Baby, and he's like, just show him what's going on, and they're just laughing. It's clearly like a shot at Offset, and it's like, y'all just, this was like so unnecessary for someone that's done so much for his label like QC, to see where they are now, and then all this beef and like Quavo and Offset Takeoff. Honestly, I speak for the majority of people. I'm just gonna say this, that people would rather just see Migos back together, but we, like I said, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so just gonna leave that to that. And then DJ Khaled dropped the album. Me personally, I listened to the whole album. I'll give it like a 4, 3, and that 3 is probably from like Jay-Z's verse on the album. Like, Jay-Z's verse, it was definitely the greatest of all time. We should stop that talk like right now, because it definitely wasn't the greatest verse. Probably not the greatest verse I've heard this year. Like, I'd probably say Drake's verse on Churchill Downs was probably better than that, but the verse itself probably carried the whole album. Like, the rest of the album, the Lil Baby song was not good. Future songs weren't that good. Most of the songs weren't that good. I like that Grateful song with Vori. But other than that, like, the album really wasn't that good. Like, I don't know if he knows yet, but he's kind of like cooked. Like DJ Khaled, just in general, like it sounds like people are just giving him like his throwaway verses, and he's just like taking them and putting them on the album. But at his height, the guy was great. But the Jay-Z verse, like the flex that he's flexed, Jay-Z and Rick Ross on the same song is kind of crazy, because someone has said like they both make you feel rich, but Jay-Z will say he's stunning. Like when Jay-Z's rapping, he's like stunning on you, and when Rick Ross is rapping, he's like making you feel rich with him. But like Jay-Z was rapping and he's like, free a Rock Nation to become billionaires, and you start thinking like, do you know how crazy that is? Like 3 people that he kind of had a hand in become billionaires, and then he even said LeBron too, and LeBron was pretty much part of Rock Nation too, so you know how they get down. So it's like, it's just crazy to see. Like you don't really see much of it like that nowadays. Like a lot of people are in jail, or they're dead, or they're not really like Quavo and Migos and Takeoff, Offset breaking up, stuff like that. So it's cool to see that. Obviously Rock Nation had their beef in it, but it's cool to see like how they've all come together and be up like billionaires, and that's always the goal, and to just get rich with your people. So honestly, like entertainment pretty much carried the whole week. I'm trying to think of like other stuff that's happened this week, anything wise, and then I mean a bunch of people started school. Other than that, like nothing for real. So I mean, at this point, I think we're gonna start wrapping it up with the playlist. I do need to add to the playlist. The playlist, what song do I want to add? I'm gonna add the God Did song from the Jay-Z, from the DJ Khaled album, and then I've been listening to a lot of Pot of Paper. For a lot of people that don't know who Pot of Paper is, basically UK rap, like grime, like no, not grime. Grime's kind of dead in it, but that's a story for a conversation for another day. But basically UK rap, so real gritty stuff like that. So I'm gonna go with Outro, Pot of Paper, and Purpose, Pot of Paper. So them 3 songs will be in the playlist. This episode is gonna drop real soon, so y'all gonna see this real soon. Obviously every single time, big up everyone that's supporting, that's loving the content, that's liking, commenting, subscribing, everything. Like always big up y'all. Like, and I think we're gonna start some couple more things, like anything that y'all got going on, y'all want us to speak about. There's gonna be guests, there's guests coming in, let's just say that. So when guests are here, we're gonna try to see if y'all got anything y'all want to tell us or you want us to talk about. We're gonna talk about them in a minute. So the playlist is done, the episode is done. Appreciate everybody for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. Like I said, TikTok is there. It's gonna be in the description. The dates of everything that's happening is gonna be in the description. Everything gonna be in the description basically. So yeah, appreciate y'all. It's gonna be out real soon. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, and see you real soon.